Hello, troopers, and welcome to the 501st Com Chat. I am Chloe.
I'm Will, and as you can see, we have a bit of hearts around us. I wonder why. It was
Because-
Valentine's Day.
Yep.
So we're going to be doing a bit of a love episode in Star Wars today. Something a bit different, I think, and I think something quite topical as well because we've all just celebrated Valentine's Day, whether it be with your partner or by yourself or with your family. It's a holiday that we all know, and love is a big thing in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have a little bit of new release news to talk about and show today. Some Funkos and it's pins and some really cool art cards for the tickets for Star Wars Celebration in Japan. A little bit jealous of them because they are kind of cool, and I feel like I'm getting a bit jealous because it's like I was experiencing all this like excitement and build up last year and last time for celebration, with like the tickets and everything, and it's like I'm not going this year, and it's like
Why is Japan so far away?
Yes, but like we've been saying, hopefully the one after they will bring it either back to the UK, but my theory is it's going to be back into America because that would have been like free away from America, and I just don't think they will do it.
No.
But I think it might be a couple of years after the next one, after this year, unfortunately, which I'm not looking forward to because I want it to be like next year.
No. I mean, the one at London was a couple of years ago. It was 2023, so
true.
Maybe it's every like 2 years. I know.
I want it now.
I know.
So getting into today's episode, we start us off with some pins, some Funko. Are they Funko Loungefly pins?
Yes.
Something like that.
These are blind box pins, so it's like a mystery of which one you get. Yeah.
I will just say I've just noticed, and I'm not trying to put you guys off from buying it, if because we were literally just saying before the episode, like I would quite like the Revenge of the Sith one, but just looking at these sort of pins, like I feel like you could almost do this yourself.
Yeah.
Because it literally is like a VHS pin, but then it's almost like they've just cut out a tiny little poster and just stuck it on. So I'm a bit like, oh dear.
Yeah, but they're cute, and I think they fit with the whole like retro vibe.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you'd be happy with any of those ones, to be fair. But I want Revenge of the Sith if I was to get it.
But it's one of them things because it's a blind box. You don't know what is going to be in there until you open it and after you bought it. So I don't know. Someone that's collecting all of them is going to end up with like doubles and stuff like that. So
I've just noticed. I feel like that poster for Empire Strikes Back is really off. Because if you look at it, we can't zoom in. If you look at it, right, you've got Star Destroyer, Vader's TIE Interceptor, advanced TIE with the two beside him. You've got the Walker obviously at the bottom of it. Fair enough. Then you've got like Palpatine's face. Now this Palpatine and Vader, look, because if you look at Vader, he is very shiny there. I feel like this is from like Return of the Jedi. Because look at Palpatine. You don't see that much of Palpatine.
It is, yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
That Vader is from Return of the Jedi, I'm sure of it. And that Palpatine is on the Return of the Jedi posters.
Who knows?
Well, I just think, yeah, I think they've done that one wrong.
Mm.
But I might be wrong, but let us know what you think. That's my opinion.
Also, I think the episode 4 one should be like the original like Star Wars poster where you got like Luke Skywalker with the lightsaber, and that would be even cooler.
Well, I thought if they were going to do that, like episode 5 would have been the one with Han and Leia like kissing. You know the one I
Yeah.
mean? But they've got that poster wrong. I find that quite funny.
Oh well.
Well,
I think it's a cool idea, and yeah, I think these would look cool on like someone's bag or coat or lanyard.
well,
But I don't overly like the whole mystery idea. Like I know it's fun because it's like what are we gonna get, but also if you don't get what you want, then it feels like a waste of money, doesn't it?
yeah, that's always been my problem with like mystery boxes and mystery bags, and it's like I get it. It's an idea, and it's a way to make you buy more. You know, if you don't get the one you want, you're probably going to buy another one to compensate. But also, I just like, yeah, I just think, I don't know, they're all right. Maybe if I come across one, maybe I'll get one, and we'll see what we get. Hopefully, we get Revenge of Sith because that's the best one. Funko news. Finally, get a first look at it. We have the Star Killer again. It's got the Legends box, like the Darth Treya, HK-47, and Darth Malgus. Very cool.
I really like this Star Killer, and I think we're really getting it.
I do really like it. I mean, when we saw the sort of first concept art pictures of it, he had like flat hair, whereas this one they've sort of given him the like almost like ruffled look a bit. Yeah. And I was like, that looks better. Yeah. And the eyebrows as well look better as well. So I think this is a really cool one. Is this definitely from the first one, or is this from the second one?
It's the second one because he's got a different outfit. Because the first one he's got I'm pretty sure he's got like red lightsabers as well.
I don't know.
But then I think you can like connect the crystals and change it. Yeah, this is definitely the second one because his outfit he's got like sort of suspenders. I think the first.
I mean, one, he has got the lightning going.
The first one he's got like a collar and it's a bit different, but yeah.
Quite cool, and we also have the Qui-Gon Jinn Force Ghost one. Again, very cool.
The Qui-Gon is actually on Funko Europe for a pre-order, but the Star Killer isn't. So I don't know.
I really hope they bring this one over here. Yeah. Because this looks so cool.
I mean, it could just be that it's sold out with pre-orders, so they've taken it off the website. Or it could be, I mean, because they're GameStop exclusives, maybe it's only available at GameStop, but also the Qui-Gon's a GameStop exclusive, so I'm a bit confused.
I'm pretty sure you said to me as well that some of the ones that were GameStop exclusive do end up on Funko Europe. They just have the special edition sticker. Yeah. Instead of GameStop.
So they're literally the same figure, it's just on the box you'll have the silver Funko sticker rather than the GameStop one. But
I will say as well, that Qui-Gon is really detailed and like really good. Yeah. I know we've got one there, and in fairness, that Qui-Gon is also quite good. And I do quite like his base, his like sort of different sandy base, but as a Force Ghost one, that is quite cool, and you know, especially with the it's from the Kenobi show. But the Star Killer is definitely the main one, though. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for the new releases again. I think we'll be getting some new announcements soon. I think it's been a little bit, But I do really like Starkiller now.
Yep.
So moving on to the ticket artwork for Star Wars
The
Celebration.
badges.
Badges, yes. So if you guys didn't know, last year at Celebration, I think they did it the year before as well, something different.
Mhm.
But they had like a different character, with a different, like, for a different day or ticket.
Mhm.
So
So
Chloe, for example, you had the Saturday
yeah.
ticket.
So
which-
I just had Princess Leia.
Do you want to show it? It's down there.
Yeah.
So, wait. I'll just get you the. So that's the Saturday. Oh, hang on. Put it in that, like. Bring closer.
You see Saturday.
There you go. So you can focus on it. It's very cool. I love the artwork on it anyway.
Yeah.
So you had the Saturday ticket, which was Princess Leia. I had the 4-day pass, and I did queue on the last day for this, and I'm very lucky, and I think makes it even more special. I had the Mando and Grogu 4-day pass, but I met the artist who did these ones. I can't remember her name. That's really bad. But I queued up and met her, and she signed my ticket.
And he's got an annual as well.
Mm.
But obviously, Will had the 4-day one, so it was Mando and Grogu for that one.
Yeah.
But they had other ones. They had like a Darth Vader one.
With his helmet smashed, which I think was for like people working there, as like you were one of the crew or something.
Mhm.
There was also an Andor one. There was a C-3PO one. Grogu was for like the Child Day ticket or something.
Yeah.
There was lots of different ones, and I think I got a poster with all
the different
all the different ones on it. Yeah,
badges. Yeah.
which was quite cool. But this year they've done the sort of same, but a little bit different. So obviously, with this one being set in Japan, the artworks are reminiscent of Japanese art, but it's characters from Star Wars. This is my favorite one by a million miles. This is stunning. So it depicts Anakin and Kenobi battling on Mustafar, but with this like Japanese inspired like style. It's so good, doesn't it? Like the wave of the lava.
Yeah.
And the like samurai-esque lightsabers.
They look like katanas, but with like flames coming off them.
So cool. Knowing my luck, this probably tells you what day it is or what type of ticket.
But we can't read Japanese, so.
No. Maybe we'll have to like use the Google Translate or something on it.
Yep.
But this is obviously one of them. In my opinion, this is the best one. Very cool. I do really like this one. We have a Rey and Kylo with a sort of like flowers like in the background.
I think this is that room that's all red.
Ooh.
The throne room.
Oh yeah.
I think this is from that scene.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Very cool.
We've got Leia looking like like a Japanese goddess.
I just looked at it and I thought what she had in her other hand obviously is meant to be like a fan. I thought it was like a pregnancy test.
It does.
I thought she had a blaster in one hand and a pregnancy test in the other. You go, girl.
She's like, Ben.
We got Andor like in the sort of like shrubbery with Death Star behind him. We have Mon Mothma. And again,
a bit of a random one. But
I mean, look at the like outfit choice though. It does look very like,
mm,
and the window is very like Japanese style.
yeah.
We have Osha with the like bleeding of the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
We have Kamiya and
Master Soul.
Master Soul. We also have Nubs and I can't remember his name from
Young Jedi Adventure.
Yes. Now we both are sort of we reckon this is gonna be like the kids' ticket.
Yeah.
Like
For sure.
it's gotta be, right?
Yeah.
We ain't gonna have that.
No.
That's the kids' ticket in my opinion.
No.
I reckon so we do like a little guess game now and be like, so see what we reckon. Kids' ticket, we both agree on?
Yeah.
Right. I reckon this is going to be the ticket or pass for
like 4 days. Or something.
People like VIP, you know, the Jedi. No, do you know the crew ticket? I think that's going to be that. That's going to be the crew. Although saying that, there was a lot more badges, so they might release more. So we might be talking about more in another episode. But that I reckon is probably like the working with the guests.
Yeah.
So you know, people who sit with like D. Bradley Baker and when they're doing autographs and that might be them.
Yeah.
I reckon that might be the 4-day. I reckon that's going to be like the Saturday.
Again.
That might be the Sunday or the Friday. I think that might be the Sunday, actually. Don't know why. That might be the Merchants one.
Yeah.
That might be. Was there like a family ticket, a badge? I don't think there was there?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
I think we're just gonna have to find out what they are.
Yeah.
And then.
But yeah, they are quite
figure
cool.
It out.
Yeah, as soon as we let you know, we'll be there because we will be doing sort of coverage from the celebration as well. So we might be doing like a couple of episodes in a couple of days.
We'll be watching the live stage on YouTube and stuff.
Watching for like announcements and interviews and
yeah.
Also, we'll be seeing a load of people that we know and follow on Instagram and TikTok posting their pics and videos, and we'll just be saying like, "Oh, there they go." But yes, that is it for the badges. Again, you know, quite cool. Sorry, just setting up the next part of the episode. But yeah, what do you think? Do you prefer this year's or do you prefer this one, or do you prefer the ones that we had?
I mean, it might be a bit biased, but I do like the ones that we had, just because, like, I don't know, I really liked all the different options and all the colours and the art on them. Like, it looked like, I don't know.
Again, I just really like the art style with this one. I do really
like the Japan ones because it looks like an anime. Like, it makes sense, you know, because a lot of Star Wars is based off of like Japanese samurai culture, and it's like they've done that in the badges. And I am excited to see more, and I hope they do some Revenge of the Sith ones other than Anakin and Obi-Wan, obviously.
I think that's something that I also said to you. I was like, you know, this whole celebration and everything, it's 20 years since Revenge of the Sith, and I think it's 10 years since The Force Awakens. So it's like, I feel like they should have been doing more badges to celebrate those films because of, you know, this is special years, you know.
But you never know. There might be more badges to come.
There might be. I almost want to check now. I'm like, show me the badges. So, shall we crack on with the episode?
Yeah.
So, we're doing Star Wars couples. We have our trusty sort of tier list here. Now, before you start, there is a load of couples or people claiming to be couples on here. We're probably not going to rank highly, not because we don't like them as a couple, but because we didn't see enough of them or know enough about their characters.
Yeah.
That's the way I think we should look at it.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, some of them we can be like, yeah, I think they're a great couple, or they should have ended like up together properly.
Yeah. And there's even some on here that aren't. No, some that aren't on here that we thought of as well. So there will be some like honourable mentions as well.
Yes, we definitely need to give some honourable mentions. Shall we begin?
Yes.
Okay. So we have quite a few here. I'm thinking starting off pretty easy. Yeah.
The obvious one.
Yeah. Anakin and Padme into the S tier.
At the top.
Yeah. So by the way, in case you guys are listening, there's 5 tiers: S, A, B, C, D. S being the greatest tier, A being great couple, B being they're a good couple, C they're alright, and then D
is like we don't know.
Don't really know them or don't think they should go together.
Yeah.
I think yes. I think this is like the most obvious one. Well, I think there's 2 really obvious ones.
Yeah.
But Anakin and Padme, greatest couple in Star Wars, shall we say?
I would say. I mean, he literally turned to the dark side for her, but then also he ended up killing her. So
there's a bit of a.
You know.
Is it that good if you ended up killing her?
I know, but he didn't mean to. It was Palpatine.
He didn't mean to.
I will vouch for Anakin until the end. Everyone's like, oh no, why do you like Anakin so much? Why do you like his relationship with Padme? Like, I just do, okay? I like them together, and I think Anakin didn't mean to kill her.
Wow. I'll tell you what would have been funny.
Technically, he didn't kill her because she was still alive because she gave birth to Luke and Leia. So technically, he didn't kill her. She just died in childbirth.
I've just noticed it's not on here, but could you imagine it would be funny if they added Padme and Clovis?
Oh God!
You'd have been like, D.
Yeah.
Get it in that D rubbish tier.
Yeah. I did not like Clovis, but he's one of those characters that's like you're not meant to like him because he's just annoying, isn't he? And then, but I did love that arc in the Clone Wars where Anakin like beats him up because he's like, get away from my wife. But obviously, like they can't know that Anakin was with her and that he's married to her. So
true.
I think they did well considering they couldn't tell anyone about them being married the whole time.
I think people probably knew.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones, isn't it? It's quite, like I said, people clearly knew. 100% Palpatine knew.
Rex knew. Ahsoka knew.
Obi-Wan knew.
Satine probably knew.
Satine's Obi-Wan's had a little gossip with Satine. Yeah. That, oh, you know Padme. She's with Anakin, and she's like, what? I think this is probably going to be the top answer. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we go for? Oh, I don't really know how to go for it next. Since you sort of mentioned them, Kenobi and Satine. Do we go for that one next?
Mm-hmm. It's a difficult one, this.
it's a difficult one because it's not like
Yeah.
because they're not actually like a couple.
Mm.
They just have feelings for
I
each
think,
other.
you know, I absolutely love Obi-Wan and Satine, and I love how, you know, Obi-Wan all this time had this little crush, you know, but like he basically said he would leave the Jedi Order if she said the word, but she didn't. And I feel like I don't know.
I think though at the end though when she was like, "I've always loved you," or you know, and it's like,
Yeah, that was very hard to watch when, spoiler alert, Satine got killed.
because I think honestly, I do think Kenobi really did like her,
Yeah.
but I think we're putting it in the B tier because
But I think both of them were just very like to the rules sort of people when they didn't want anyone finding out and they didn't want it to cloud their judgment
I
on
think
things.
this is quite a bit of a bold statement, but I think if Satine had survived
Hmm.
Order 66 and the, you know, Anakin wasn't a factor, you know, like Luke and Leia weren't a factor,
Hmm.
I think Kenobi might have
Stayed with
Fade like found her
Yeah.
and then them two sort of be together because he'd be like, well, the Jedi's no more.
Hmm. For sure.
He wouldn't have the responsibility of Anakin and Luke and Leia and that.
Yeah.
But again, B tier because
Mm.
you are sort of rooting for them as a couple, but they're not a couple.
Mm. But also, you know, in Revenge of the Sith, there's a lot of scenes that suggest that Obi-Wan was gonna be like having an affair with Padme. But I'm glad they changed this because obviously Padme is Anakin's. So, you know.
Well,
but also that was before the Clone Wars was created, and I'm glad that they made Satine. So, you know, they sort of got rid of that whole thing where like Anakin suspected that Obi-Wan was with Padme and all of that.
well, it was more of a case of he, um, Palpatine was giving Anakin these nightmares of Padme, but like with Kenobi to further their gap between them and make Anakin more distant from Kenobi because he trusts him less and that. So I can see why they were going for that, but again, I'm glad they didn't. But
yeah,
I was still rooting for Kenobi and Satine. And bless them. But they aren't like a great couple because technically they're not even a couple. But
yeah,
we're putting them there because they were very good together.
And I do like how she called upon him for help, and then he like put on the Mandalorian sort of armor and all that. I did like that part.
Like
it's very cool.
Yeah.
Like he came to save her when she was in need, like whenever she called him.
Yeah. So we move on to the next lot. So we have Cut Lawquane and Sue Lawquane. Now, I'm immediately gonna put them in A because, right, this is my theory, right? Cut was a soldier, a clone. You know, these guys are supposedly like meant to be following orders and all that. After Geonosis, I think it was, or whatever, he was like, I don't want to be a part of this. So he left on his own sort of. Obviously, it was almost like a court mark. Like he left, not legally, but you know, he left, and he found Sue, and they had a family. Like he's got 2 kids, and they're basically married because it's Cut Lawquane and Sue Lawquane. So obviously he's taken her last name and that. but they're an actual happy couple and they have kids. So
Yeah.
they're a great couple.
And I do think Sue is a really good mum as well, because like when they were in the Bad Batch and Omega like almost got killed by that cat thing. Can't remember what they're called.
The one that attacked Padme.
Yeah, I
Um,
forget what they're called now.
the-
Nexu.
Nexu.
Yes. She was immediately like, oh my god, and then she like completely saved her and got all the kids like saved as well. And I think
And they were prepared to take Omega as well and like raise her as one of their kids.
yeah, I think they're really good parents and they're a good couple as well.
I think they're a great couple. Again,
And it's two people you wouldn't really expect as well, because it's like a soldier and then it's Twi'lek, you know.
but they're living a life and they got a family, and I think that's what I would consider a great relationship, because you never see them fight.
No.
They just seemed very natural together.
Mhm.
So yeah, you agree with that in that too?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to put this one. See what you think again.
Okay.
So we're going to go for Kanan and
I
Hera.
was feeling the same.
Oh, you were?
Mhm.
That's what we're great.
Ooh, hands up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think they're a great couple together because, again, they both helped each other.
Mm.
Like, Kanan obviously struggled with being a former Jedi. You know, he had this life of being a Padawan. He's obviously met Hera, and they've been good for each other. And even when Kanan lost his eyesight, Hera still like loved him, looked after him.
Mhm.
And then that whole scene at the end,
Yeah.
where Kanan
Where
literally
he got his eyesight
sacrificed
back.
his life and got his eyesight back at the last second to see.
Just to see them one more time.
Come on, I'm getting emotional myself.
I couldn't believe watching that scene. Like, again, I was emotional.
I just think it was just such a powerful moment, and it was like, that's how much he loved her.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he was a Jedi and he was teaching Ezra, but it was like he genuinely loved Hera still.
Mm.
And they had a kid together, and I hope maybe in some sort of flashback or something in Ahsoka season 2, maybe we'll see live action Kanan.
Oh, I wish.
Because we did see the photo of Freddie Prinze Jr. on the Ghost ship, didn't we?
I really hope so.
And I just think they were a really good team together. So I think they've got to go top as like great couple, like best couple. Like.
Yeah, I do really like them.
Again, I'm not putting them first. Don't panic.
No, please don't.
I'm not, but I'm just saying.
No, not better than Anakin and Padme.
I'm not, but I think they should be in that top one, in my opinion. That's so good. Next up, I'm trying not to do like all the obvious ones like first, and then be like, I don't know about this one, don't know this one. So let's go for Mrs. Frog Lady and Mr. Frog Man.
I mean, we don't know much about them. However, they were so cute.
I know, but he left her. He left her on this random planet. And then she had to make a journey across the other side of the bloody galaxy with all the children.
Mm.
And then he's like, are you alright? What have you been up to? She's like, nearly died.
Oh.
So I think they're cute, but like you don't really see them as a couple much. But they do seem.
You don't know that much about them. You don't know the whole story. Like maybe he was taken away from her. Who knows? But
I still can't believe they made a Funko of Frog Lady.
Yeah, but she was cute though, and little Grogu kept eating her kids. Bless him.
Get.
Bless her. But I did think it was really cute, the scene where she like runs over to him and like they cuddle after they're like reunited after Mando brings her back. But yeah,
That was cute, but I
that was
mean,
cute. But we don't know enough about them.
yeah, and I mean, like I said, he left her on this planet, and she's had to go across the galaxy, nearly died,
Mhm.
just to be like, you alright?
Oh mate.
So C tier, like okay.
Mhm.
Next up, we're gonna go for let's go for Mon Mothma and her husband. I'm gonna put it.
Again, we don't know enough about them.
I know, but I'm gonna put it in C tier
Mhm.
because I don't think they had a really good relationship.
No.
When you look at like Sue and Cut,
Mm.
and then you look at like Mon Mothma and her husband, like she's keeping secrets from him.
Yeah.
I know obviously what she's doing is obviously treason, but like she doesn't trust him with her
Mm-mm.
secrets. They seem very like fake,
Mhm.
and I'm a bit like,
Yeah.
you might have these cute moments together, but I don't think they're great together, in my opinion, from what I've seen in
No.
Andor. Do you agree?
Mhm.
Cool.
I'd always put them in D. But also, I don't know.
Well, I guess in C, like we do see that they've got a kid together, and they do have a relationship,
Mhm.
but it's a case of like, I just don't think it's
There
a
shouldn't
great
be-
relationship.
Yeah. There shouldn't be any hidden secrets.
So yeah, gonna put them there.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go for.
I can't actually tell what that last one is.
It's the couple from Rise of Skywalker.
Oh.
She's like working with the Resistance. Her partner's obviously like an X-wing pilot, and they share a kiss at the end.
Oh.
Is again, do you know what? Let's go for that one. Probably say we don't see enough of it.
Mm.
Like we don't see enough of the couple, but
Better than.
no, better than Mon Mothma and her husband, because we do actually see that they do clearly,
Mhm.
are passionate about each other. I couldn't think of the names. That's really bad. I'm sorry. Like I said, there's some of these characters that I'm like, huh.
Mhm.
Okay. Ezra and Sabine. This is again not really a couple.
Mm.
I don't. I know the show, sort of, and even Ahsoka show really, sort of, like try and make the viewer want to ship for them, like want them to be together, but they aren't actually a thing together, and I think they're just really close.
Yeah.
But again, I wouldn't exactly say great couple.
No.
Because they work well together as like a
But
group.
they do bicker as well. But then I know in Rebels, they are like kids, really, aren't they? So.
I mean, if they're gonna be anywhere, I think there or there. Because again, they're not even a couple really. It's just like, so we put them in the D because it's like they're not a couple. They're not an item. They're just good friends.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything changes in Ahsoka season 2, then we might have to be a bit like, well, I'm higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, you happy with that?
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they became a couple. I'm not completely against it.
I think, like I said, they've sort of tried to make you want that, but like from what I've seen, they're not. They're just friends. Now, I think maybe we do a little quick fire one and be like couples here that we're just like we just don't know enough and see of.
Mm-hmm.
Be like these two girls from Andor
Mm-hmm.
on the heist. Don't really see anything of their relationship really.
No, I didn't even know they were a couple.
The ISB agent and the other guy from Andor.
Oh, no.
I don't even think they're a couple. They're just
No.
there. Let's go through some other quick ones. Jack Black and Lizzo in Mando. I mean, technically they're a couple, but like it also seems so fake.
Yeah.
So we're putting them in D tier as well. Ray's dad and mum.
Again,
Don't see anything of it.
See them, yeah.
I mean, yeah, we do know that they love Ray
Mm.
because obviously they like send her away to save her, but like we don't know anything of it really. I think these two is also from Andor, so again we don't really see it. So let's put them there. Again, I know this seems like really bad, but it's just like we don't see enough of these relationships.
No.
Going on to some from the sequels. Poe and I can't remember her name.
The one with the helmet on.
From Kijimi.
Mm-hmm.
Again, not a couple, just good friends.
I feel like they did kind of seem like a couple.
Well, they teased because he was like wanting, maybe being like at the end was like wanting a kiss sort of thing, being like, and she was like, no, and he was like, fair enough. And I was like, so not really a couple. Let's put them behind Ezra and Sabine.
Mm-hmm.
Not a couple, but like friends. The Quarren lady and the Prince Mon Cala.
Mm-hmm. Again, we don't see enough of them.
We don't, but we do also know that like he was willing to like leave Mon Cala in his royal thing for her. So
yeah,
technically that is an act of love. So put on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can't remember his name. This could be bad. But the senator's son, who works with Ahsoka, you know, he pretends to be a couple with her when they go and see Bo-Katan, because she, Bo-Katan, like slaps Ahsoka's mum, and she's like, "What?" And the guy's like, "It's okay, darling. It's okay." Like, you know, like, yeah, it was a bit of a weird one.
I don't really remember it because I haven't.
It was the first. I think it was one of the first times we even see Bo-Katan.
Oh, okay.
Because he's trying to get them to kill Count Dooku or something. Mm-hmm. So again,
we need to get a Clone Wars marathon back on.
Yes, we do.
So I can rewatch some of these episodes because I don't overly remember.
Again, not really a couple, and they just sort of worked together.
Yeah.
So technically, I think like because they're not even a couple sort of thing. Mm-hmm. These are a couple. Again, but not good. I'm just Guy and Saul Guerrera's sister. Again, they have a bit of flirting.
They're not really a couple.
No. So I think we've got to put them like there, because at least they were a little bit more flirty and liked each other.
Yeah.
Lando
is Troy.
Yes.
There's not a couple.
Yes, but like LM33 is like telling Kira that like, you know, it works and that. So it's again not really a couple, but like apparently, according to LM33, they've done it, So let's put them.
Okay.
Let's put them down here. I think in that detail.
Okay.
These couples, they're not very good. I feel quite bad. We're going to run out of space.
Yeah.
Quinlan Voss and Asajj Ventress.
Well, I haven't read the book that this is in, so I don't really know.
I think they're quite like
They're quite a good couple.
like he did a lot for her, and
Maybe like top of C tier.
I think maybe we'll put a B tier.
Yeah.
Because I think they're quite a good couple from what I can remember, and like he was able to bring her from the dark, sort of thing. So Jar Jar Binks and that queen that we see in the Clone Wars. I mean, they seem to do have a bit of a relationship. Obviously here they're having like a little kiss. So
but he's probably just something that didn't last,
maybe like there.
Yeah.
Because technically they are sort of a thing, but it is like a fling.
What is that last one?
Okay, so this last one.
I can't see it. It looks like a chair.
It's Zero the Hutt, and the lips from.
Oh.
Because like they had a little fling, and Jabba paid her to go like rescue Zero, and then they went and got the information, but then she killed him.
Well, in that case, D-tier.
Yeah, but if that was the case, Anakin should be D-tier because he killed her.
No.
So we. I mean, he does call her like baby and stuff like that. I think.
Oh.
Well, she calls him that. But I think maybe top of D.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit of a weird one.
There's a lot on D right now.
There is. We're gonna have to improve it. Right. I think we've got basically 2 more controversial ones, and then we got some good ones.
Yeah.
So Rose and Finn. Again, it's not really a couple because we see them share one kiss, and she's like.
They're a better couple than Rey and Finn.
Well, yeah, so we can put that. But again, they just like share a kiss. It's like not really a couple.
Maybe like Top of C or something.
Top of C over the frog couple. No. If it's gonna be, let's put them in bottom of C at the minute.
Okay.
Because we've also got. So moving on, we've got Rey and Finn.
Yeah.
And again, that isn't a couple.
No.
No way a couple. That's got to be D-tier. That's got to be like.
I think Rose and Finn were more a couple than Rey and Finn.
Yeah, but
I think Rey didn't. They were definitely friends, like they weren't together.
There. So I put because. Do we go for that? Because they're not a couple. Rey and Kylo.
I mean, technically, these are a couple.
Are they? They have a kiss at the end.
Yeah.
And I think the only thing going for them though, is they do show this very extreme bond.
Yeah, they're a dyad.
But it's like they are so connected and linked. And that moment at the end, clearly they do like each other. But it's so short-lived as well. So I think it's definitely better than that. There. Just behind. Because again, it's like they're not a couple.
Also, I don't like Mon Mothma hiding secrets.
Yes, but like when you see them together, they are an actual couple. They just have a very sort of fakeish almost relationship,
Mm.
but they are a couple and they've got a kid. So, and especially we don't see what happens after, like Andor and that. Like, for all we know, they might be really good after after the fall of the Empire and that. So
You never know.
you never know. Right, so we got 4 left. So we got Iden Verso and I can't remember his name
From Battlefront 2.
from Battlefront 2 campaign.
I haven't played.
They started off on the same squad. They both eventually join the Rebels. They have a kid together. And they do really like each other.
Well, it's got to be like C then.
I think they might be like Bond B.
Okay.
Because they do really like each other.
Mhm.
And again, like I said, they got a kid.
Mhm.
And even years later, they are still together. So it's like...
Mhm.
Right, I've got 3 left.
Cal
So
and
let's go for that one, because then we can leave these 2 for the last for proper debate.
Yeah.
Cal, Kestis, and Meredith. Meredith?
I thought it was Night Sister Merrin.
Merrin, that's it. What am I saying? Meredith. Merrin and Cal. Now, little spoiler: if you haven't seen Jedi or played Jedi Survivor,
I haven't.
well, I can't do this one then, can I?
But they get together.
Yes, they do. They do get together and they have a really nice chemistry. Like,
Well, I haven't played it, so you're gonna have to be judge. But I feel like a lot of people like to cosplay them, so
I think they're I think they are quite good together. I might put them there.
Better than Satine.
But Satine and Kenobi, they're not a couple.
Yeah.
They just have really good chemistry, and I to be honest, considering how we've done this here, they are probably too high on this list, considering where we put other actual couples.
True.
But I think we're going for they are really good together. I think Cal and Merrin are really good together. I think that's better. Sorry, Kenobi and Satine, I think just a bit better because I was rooting for them.
Yeah, true.
But I'm still rooting for Cal and Merrin. But again, good couple. Now I've left these 2 for last because
both Han Solo.
I think this is going to be quite interesting. So we got Han and Leia, and we got Han and Kira. Oh, this is why I left these 2 for last, because I was like, this is going to be a good one. Now, can I give my first point before I put it somewhere?
Okay.
I don't think Han and Leia have that great of a relationship.
Okay.
Can I give points why?
Yeah.
First film, they don't like each other at all.
Yeah.
Second film, they have a chemistry. And he's
Even
like,
if this is a brother.
Yeah, but she's like, I love you. And he's like, I know. He doesn't tell her he loves her. Third film, obviously, she comes and saves him. And, they have that sort of moment together. Between the sequel films, they seem to be all right for a bit.
And they had a kid.
And they had Ben. But then they get divorced. Because they're not together at the start of Force Awakens. So, clearly, not that good of a couple. Oh, that's going to stir some pots, that one, isn't it? I know it is. Do you see my point?
Yeah.
They're not together
but
later in the film.
The whole point with the originals, right? So in Return of the Jedi, that's when Leia finds out that Luke is her brother. So she's like, "What have I been doing this whole time? Flirting with my brother." So
No, but like Empire, they
at the
clearly.
end of Return of the Jedi, that's when she's like, "Yeah, I love you, Han Solo," and he.
She was like that in
tells him that
Empire
it's
though, because she was like, "I love you,"
Mm,
and he's like, "I know."
True.
If that, can you imagine that would be like,
And
I
they
love
do
you.
have the little kiss as well before she says she loves him.
I know. And I know that we do see that like they have like a hug and that in Force
Yeah.
Awakens, but they're not together anymore. So, you know, when you look at like Cut LaQuay and Sue, they probably like stayed together.
Yeah.
Probably. I'm not saying they didn't, but you know what I mean?
Okay. Now I get you. Like, yeah.
Because clearly they, and also as well, you know, you look at the start of Empire, they have that bickering like, scruffy looking Nav Hadder. It's like, and then she kisses Luke to like piss Han off.
Yeah.
Could you imagine your partner or like someone that you really like then kissing your mate to be like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know, but I know they're a lot of people's favourites, so it's a bit difficult now. But then a lot of these ones at the top, other than obviously Anakin and Padme, it's like, you know, all of them people would still be together.
Those are like love each other and are like happy fully together. Bottom of A or top of B? Because A is like great couple.
I wouldn't say they were great.
I feel like almost Kenobi and Satine almost would have been like a better couple. But again, they were together for a while and had a kid, but they also aren't together at the end. So should be D. So we put there on the right couple.
Yeah.
Top of B.
Yeah.
I think that's going to upset people because people look at them as like the love of Star Wars, but it's like it's not. It's Anakin and Padme, or Kanan and Hera, in my opinion. Han Solo and Cut LaQuay, put him up there. Get my boy. Kira and Han Solo.
Again, she sort of left him because she wanted a career with Crimson Dawn and that.
Yeah.
And I feel like she would have like betrayed him.
Well,
but I think at the beginning they did have really good chemistry.
I think the reason why she betrayed him for Crimson Dawn is like this was her life now, sort of thing. Whereas at the start, if she had escaped with him, and his whole point was like, I'm going to become a pilot, I'm going to get a ship, and I'm going to come back so I can come and get you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was why he was doing everything in the film, basically. I also think they had a really good chemistry together.
Oh, so you just like that actress?
No, no, that isn't the case. That is not the case. That is just because I like Emilia Clarke does not mean she's going S tier. No. Because technically at the start of the film they are a couple.
Yeah.
But then later in the film they're not. So I don't know. Let's go. What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe like B.
B. Oof. you know what? I might just move one up a bit because they clearly are like, I don't know, but we don't see enough of it. I was going to move the couple from the end of Rise of Skywalker because they're having a proper like kiss, and they're like so happy together, and I'm like, you almost want to put them up because
this is the hardest tier list that
I think so far, yes.
you could have picked.
Maybe move them to top of C. I don't know on this one. There. Because again, not really a couple. This is the hard thing now, looking back at it.
They were a couple.
They were, but then, you know, same. It's mad to think that like we have a couple in B that isn't even a couple, but we think they should be that. I thought it was going to be like more in the S tier, but clearly not. This is really tricky. So we go for that because, in fairness, Frog Lady and Frog Dad look quite happy together. Mon Mothma and her husband, very fake, but they are like in quite a decent relationship, I guess. I think we should go for that.
Yeah.
That
there is also Bly and Ayla as well.
Yeah.
However, Bly ended up killing her, so.
But he was also mind controlled to do it.
True. And you know, from what we've seen from them in Clone Wars, they did seem like quite a nice couple.
Yeah.
And similar to
I think they would have been like B minimum.
Yeah.
Maybe A. No, B, I think, because of how it ended.
Yeah.
Another possible one, do you know what? I think might have been an A or might have been top of B. Mara Jade and Luke Skywalker. I think that would have been. Oh my god! I think I might have just thought of another S or A too.
What?
I don't know. I don't know if I can say it. It's too harsh that it's not here.
What?
Revan and Bastila.
Oh.
I think that might have been an S tier.
That would have, yeah.
Because of like, they had they both went to like the other side for the other one basically, and you know, I think they had a kid as well or something. I can't remember, but I think that would have been S tier. I think.
Yeah, I think there's a lot that like were a bit pointless on this tier list because you don't see enough of them. But then there's a few that are missing where it's like those would have been really good ones.
Yeah, like LM33, or you know, like Ezra and Sabine. They're just sort of friends. But yeah, I think we'll go for that.
Yeah.
Again, we'll put this up on our socials, on our Insta, so you guys can check it out. Right, should we do our trusty
meme of the week?
Meme of the week. We do like meme of the week.
Yeah.
And this one, you chose to go with the Valentine's theme.
I'm celebrating Valentine's Day Star Wars style solo. Even though Han Solo had 2 girlfriends.
Yes, and he's probably had more. We're putting this one up there for all our solos out there that celebrated Valentine's Day. You'll find
we were all solos once.
Yeah, you'll find your Leia. Well, that's
Or
it.
your Kira.
Or your Kira, yeah. Or you might find your Padme.
Or your Padme.
But yeah, that's it from us. We hope you've enjoyed this Valentine's Day love special.
Mhm.
You're probably going to disagree with some of the options in the tier list, but oh well. It's our one, and we think we've done an alright job on it. We think.
I think this one was so hard though.
This was quite a tough one.
Yeah, there's a lot that like you don't see them enough to know if they're like a good couple.
True.
So I don't know. It's a
But
bit
yeah.
of a tricky one.
Yeah, let us know what you think. And
Who is your favourite couples in Star Wars?
Yes, let us know.
Like, is there any that weren't on that tier list? You know, like Aegon and Bly or Revan and Bastilla.
Oh, great couple.
You know, Juno Eclipse and
Starkiller.
Galen Marek.
That's another good one.
That would have been S tier. I love them.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe 8.
8. But yeah, we hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and we will see you next week for next episode for another